All right, today we are diving into the new front line of global conflict. And no, it's not on land, it's not at sea, it's happening right now, all around us in the digital world. We're talking about the era of AI-powered cyber warfare. You know, for basically all of human history, war was a physical thing. It was about steel, soldiers, and gunpowder. But the very nature of conflict is shifting under our feet. The future of warfare? Well, it's being written in lines of code and run by complex algorithms. The battlefield has literally gone invisible. Now, to really wrap our heads around this new digital threat, we actually need to look at a huge strategic shift that's happening in physical warfare right now. It's a concept called attrition. And believe me, it is the key to understanding everything that comes next. So let's take Iran's recent strategy as a perfect example. After some of their really expensive missile launchers were destroyed, they pivoted. They started using swarms of cheap, mass-produced drones. And the goal here isn't just to land a lucky hit. No, the goal is to overwhelm and completely exhaust the enemy's super expensive defense systems with just a relentless, unending wave of cheap attackers. This table really breaks it down. A single, sophisticated missile? It's incredibly expensive, and you only have so many of them. But drone swarms? They're cheap, and you can deploy them on a massive scale. It's all about quantity over quality, and it's a strategy designed to break both the bank and the will of the defender.
Okay, so keep that concept in your head. Cheap, numerous, and overwhelming. Because that exact same strategy is now being brought to the invisible front line of cyberspace.
The basic principles of war, they haven't really changed. But the arena is totally different. In this new digital world, attacks can come from everywhere and nowhere, all at the same time.
So what does a drone swarm look like in the digital world? Well, it looks like malicious software that can actually think for itself. And this is the first major threat we have to talk about, the rise of the machine attacker. Think of traditional malware like a pre-programmed robot. It followed a very specific pattern written by a human, and, eventually it would get caught. AI-driven malware is a completely different beast. It can get inside a network, study the defenses, and then rewrite its own code on the fly to slip right through. It's learning and adapting in real time.
So this isn't just one single attack. It's a constant, evolving assault. The AI gets in, it learns, it adapts, and then it strikes. It's not just looking for an unlocked door. If it finds a locked one, it figures out how to build its own key. But here's where it gets even crazier. The threat is evolving beyond just hacking our machines. The next frontier is hacking our very perception of reality. We are talking about weaponized deepfakes. Seriously, just think about it for a second. In a world where AI can generate perfect audio and video, could you honestly tell the difference between what's real and what's not?
Picture this. You get a video call. It looks exactly like your boss. It sounds exactly like your boss, down to their little quirks and phrases. And they give you an urgent, confidential instruction like this one. We are so far beyond a clumsy email with bad grammar. This is a perfectly crafted, AI-powered phishing attack designed to manipulate you, personally.
And this goes so far beyond just corporate fraud. Imagine seeing a deepfake of a world leader totally convincingly declaring war on social media. Think about the panic, the stock market crash, the sheer chaos. It could destabilize an entire nation before anyone even figures out it was a fake.
Okay, so we've got malware that thinks for itself and deepfakes that can trick anyone. But the single most dangerous element that ties all of this together is something we humans just can't compete with: speed. An AI can launch thousands of coordinated adaptive attacks in the time it takes you to blink. There's just no way a human IT team can react that fast. The defense has to move at the speed of the attack, which means, really, the only way to fight an AI is with another AI. And the targets here aren't just single companies. An AI-led attack could hit a country's most vital systems all at once, taking down the power grid, freezing the entire banking system, and shutting down all communication networks simultaneously.
And that's the real endgame of this new kind of warfare. It's the complete paralysis of a country, and it's achieved without a single soldier ever crossing a border. It's a total shutdown from the inside out.
Look, we're all relying on AI to build our future. But at the same time, our adversaries are using that exact same technology to try and tear it down. The question isn't if a major nation-state level AI cyber attack is going to happen, it's just a matter of when. And standing here on this invisible front line, we have to ask ourselves, are we ready?